For you, not for others.
No, seriously, don't talk for
Don't talk for other people. You talk for
For
yourself.
me,
Yes.
Just say greatest country in the world or worst country?
greatest. Not greatest, but great.
What makes it great?
What makes it great is the unity and also how far we have come as
Okay.
South Africa. You know, when I think about it from the stories that we have had
Yeah.
before we even born, how things were and where we are right now, I could see the progress. But also having gone to other different countries and coming back from home, having connected to other people from different African countries,
Yeah.
I can say the government is really trying
Yeah.
to accommodate us, especially young people. They also even grants. I think when I'm in other countries, I notice that we are being spoiled
Ooh.
as Africans,
Yeah.
as South Africans, because they do so much for us. We have scholarships, we have bursaries. You know, we didn't have to pay. Other young people are moving from other African countries coming here to make money so that they can go study. For us, it's like when you're South African, those things are not so easy, but they're accessible
Yeah.
comparing to other African countries. So to me, this is progress.
Yeah.
This is I say they try as a government. They're doing something for us. Even the grants for adults, it doesn't happen in any other African country. So for me, I see progress,
Yeah.
and I'm hopeful. You know,
Hopeful.
it's not the best, of course. We
Yeah.
don't want to talk about corruption and many other things, but I think we are in a much
Yeah.
better space.
Nena, ene, we are the young youth, Sabashwa.
Yeah.
We are the future, and the previous speaker said that it's either you're going to become the leader, or you're going to be the resident of this country, and you need to be responsible of the constitution. What do you think will not work for you in this South Africa in the near future? More especially looking into the kind of youth that we are. You know, most of our peers, and we can say that 80% of our peers are illiterate, 80% of our peers do not have a good moral conduct, and all of those things that we can get to mention. What?
Whew. First
I
of
know.
all, I would say I think I would do away with the fact that we are the future because we are the present. You know, we are already in the moment as young people. And I think there was a time I was here, there was an event, and the other young person said, it is time for us to be given seats in the table as young people because this is our time. And maybe that is the mindset that we need to move towards. Even the people that are already in the tables, they need to consider that to say, it is time for young people, and how do we accommodate them? Because a lot of times there are rooms that are created for young people. We're invited, but we are not co-decision makers. We are there to add to the stats. We are there to say this is a room for young people, so this is how things are being done. So I think what will work now and in the future is for people that are already in the seat to be very much accommodating of young people. It's for us to be included in the decision making, in the constitution. Let us not just be conversations. Let it be something that they are conversing with us. What is working for you? They go to townships and have proper conversations with young people that are affected. Let's talk about AI. There are many rules now. There are many things they are saying about AI, bringing it in Africa, accommodating young people. But if you go to a township, you have conversation to say, are you aware of this AI? How is it helping you? How is it empowering you as a young person? It is not much of a thing that is happening. This is much of a conversation. There's so much money that has been invested in to empower young people, to empower people in AI. Like, it's not happening for us, it's not working for us. So I think there's just really much the gap in conversation and in action. And that is something that we still need to fill. So I believe that what needs to really happen now, it's involving young people, either in constitution, in the Bill of Rights, in every other thing. Young people need to be included, not just being given a seat on the table, but to be allowed to make decisions.
Of which is one of those that when I look into, I always say and believe that it's a conversation that we need to look into and having, right? In a way, in a sense that you can't make a decision for me
Yeah.
while I am not there,
Yeah.
right? You don't know if I like pap. You're dishing pap for
Sure.
me. And pap has been healthy, or rather has been the healthiest meal for you growing up for a long run. But for me, it's not. And they have the knowledge and they have the ideas and all that. And I think one of the things that we are lacking as the South African youth is to be able to sit down with the president and say, yes, we hear you, president. You have this good initiative. But why are we not consulted? Because this might not work for us. But this is a conversation that needs to be done and talked. And you said that we are not the future, but we are the present. The question then gets to be, what do we do now? And this is the last question that I want us to ask. What do we do now?
As
What
young
now
people.
as young people?
I think we've already been involved. You know, I work with my fellow young people a lot with the work that I do. Can I mention Next Gen magazine if you're listening? But much of the work that I do, I work with young people. And I would say they are doing the work. They are doing the work, but they are not really being supported. You know, it is a fight that every single time when we get into those spaces, we are positioning ourselves. We are trying to get that space to say, we are doing the work, then how can you help us? So I think it's pretty much about how do we bring in those people that are already in decision making to come and have these conversations with us. How do we bring them to come and support the works that we are doing? Because young people are doing the work. I can attest to that. We are trying, we are fighting every single day. There's so many innovative solutions that we see every single time that young Africans, I usually say Africans because I work with young Africans, but so to say, even like young South Africans. So I think what we can continue doing as young South Africans is just continue doing the work, positioning ourselves, you know, on social media. I love LinkedIn. Go there, position yourself. And when you get into those rooms, let's not just sit and add to things. Let's position ourselves. Let's study the people who will be in the room and have conversations with them. Let's not just ask for their numbers. Let's have a strategy to say, if I want a mentor, then how am I going to position myself? How am I going to do that? You know, let it be a give and take relationship. So I think we'll continue fighting.
Aluta continua. Can I ask you a question? What is your academic?
Background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Masters.
Oh, we are on masters. So I ask this purposely so that people may know that they're getting advice from someone who's learned. Ne? They went to school, they have a master's. We're now on a certificate,
No, don't.
which is quite important. And I'm telling the truth. Most of our people, they do not even have a mere matric certificate, which is important. So, Mukodibu Chwenga Chawe, and thank you for gracing us with your time. We hope you are not going to be in trouble after this, but your knowledge actually is what we need as a country as well as a nation.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Rekobuya.